this computer. Hey. Okay. Do it this way. All right, everybody. Welcome to the special December 30th CPR webinar. This is a perennial favorite. Everybody loves this webinar. This is the webinar where you are going to gain vision for your whole decade. Usually I do these webinars and I only do it for the year. But I was thinking, this is the new decade, the 20s. We're in the 20s. Let's do it for the whole decade and the year. See? So what is CPR? And by the way, everybody on this webinar is on this webinar because you're in the $1 Million Business Accelerator, or you are coming to Dr. Oz and Dr. Drew and Patch Adams and all of those people. Oh my goodness. I have really built this event up. I've really built it up. It started out as just a one-day thing with Dr. Oz, and now the whole event is a 3-day event. Some people are still only enrolled for one day. If you want to get all 3 days, I would highly encourage you to do it. Because on one day we're going to have Dr. Oz, and on the other days we're going to have Patch Adams and NASA astronaut Mike Massimino, who's on the Big Bang Theory, and Dr. Drew, who's everywhere these days, and the Surgeon General of the United States. She went from sharecropper's daughter to Surgeon General of the United States, Dr. Jocelyn Elders. And I'll tell you what, and there's going to be more. I also got MMA world champion Janae Noonan and celebrity dentist Catrice Austin, who was recently on Dr. Oz. She is a magic messenger. She's like along the lines of Princess Marianne Parker, just coming up, coming up. I'm coming up. I'm coming. I see you every day. All right. So if you want to get registered for the whole thing, let me know. Okay? Let me know. All right. I think we got this organized. So what is CPR? What is CPR? CPR is a way to breathe life into your whole life. I tell you, see, a lot of, if you've read my amazing book, Celebrity Entrepreneurship, my background comes from the men's teams and the men's divisions and men's self-help work. And after you take the men's weekend, then good golly, why does that thing keep coming back up? There we go. Then you go into the men's teams. And when you're on the men's teams, they offer you all types of leadership training. See? And I'll tell you, my life really changed when I decided to step up for leadership. Leadership is really where it's all at. And when I became the leader of the men's team, actually, before you even become a leader of the men's team, if they have you do anything on a team, they teach you this thing called CPR. What is CPR? CPR stands for context, purpose, and results. Okay? So now we're really getting to it. Context, purpose, and results. So I'm going to put this up here. There we go. There it goes. Context, purpose, and results. We'll do it like this. context, purpose, results. That's what CPR stands for. Context, purpose, and results. And I'll tell you what, the best way to do this, having done this many, many times, the best way to do this is to do the results first. And what I mean by that is, what are the results that what do you want to be getting from your year and from your decade? Ha ha. I mean, here's a good question. You know, has anybody ever done a decade plan before? I know I haven't ever done a decade plan. And I'll tell you what, you can accomplish way more in a decade than you think you can. I mean, have I built all of my wealth? I have considerable wealth these days. And I would say that I have built the majority of it. How's that? I've built the majority of my wealth during this decade. Yeah. So what I want to know is, I want you to take out a piece of paper, right? I want you to take out a piece of paper. And I want you to write down context, purpose, and results. Now, let's do it easy. Let's start easy, okay? Let's just start for 2020. I just want you to think about 2020. 2020 CPR. What are the results that you want to achieve for 2020? Now, there's two kinds of results. There's concrete results and there are ethereal results. And we need to talk about them both because they're both important. I know a lot of people, they're only concerned about concrete results. You know, everybody's so money oriented. But there's a lot of results that are ethereal results that are even more important than money. So I want to talk about the two different kinds of results. The first kind of result is the concrete result. Now, a concrete result is a result that you can just concretely identify. For example, one year I set the result was, I want to floss my teeth at least 180 times this year. And I made a chart and I made 180 numbers on the chart. And every time I flossed my teeth, I crossed one out. And I remember at the end of the year, I had to make up some days that I missed, and I was flossing twice a day. But at the end of that year, I had flossed 180 times. It wasn't the way I had expected I was going to do it. The original intent was that I was going to floss every other day. Just being realistic, just keeping it real. As my main man, Randy Jackson, would say, just keeping it real. But nonetheless, by the end of the year, I had flossed 180 times. Another guy I knew, he wrote down, this is what opened my eyes to these like personal concrete result goals that are not so obvious. This other guy I knew, when I was on the men's team in the very beginning, he was my buddy. He was my team buddy as a way for me to get in relationship with another man. I'm like, what? What the heck is this, right? And I became friends with this guy, Robert Fruchtbaum. And Robert Fruchtbaum, man, he helped me make a lot of money and kept me from losing a lot of money. Because I remember I had purchased my first house and I had rehabbed it, you know, done the cosmetic fixer on the house. And the thing to do was to fix and flip, right? That was the thing to do. And I talked to him about it and he's like, well, look, you know, if you can rent it and cover your mortgage, then you can take the ride on the real estate boom that's going on. And that's what I did. And I ended up making, like, instead of making $30,000 on that fix and flip, I ended up making $100 and something thousand, like 2 years later. My 30,000 became 100,000. Dos años. Because of Robert Fruchtbaum. But in any case, Robert Fruchtbaum wrote on one of his CPRs one time, I want to eat 3 meals each day. That was a result on his CPR. Evidently, he had a hard time maintaining his weight. If only I had that problem. That's not my problem. What are some other concrete goals? Well, for example, these are goals, results, whatever you want to call them. Turn off my ringer here. Results. All right, we have 3 celebrity launch pads. 3. See, you look at, okay, so results. This is what you do. It is now December 31st, 2020, and I ... See, you make your results as if you've already achieved these results because you're going to be reading them. So your first result, my first result would be sold out 3 celebrity launch pads. My second result would be sold out instant marketing miracle 20. Okay, that's the Dr. Oz event. I'll just call it the Dr. Oz event. Okay, my next one is this is a key one for me, okay? My new book in Venice with 6 students. I'm going to make that a second result. That's a whole second result. So that's number 4. Helped 6 students write their books in Venice. All right, now let's get to an ethereal result, okay? An ethereal result. What is the difference between a concrete and an ethereal result? An ethereal result is something that cannot be measured. See, either I have sold out 3 celebrity launch pads or not. Either Dr. Oz is sold out or not. Either I wrote the book in Venice or I did not. Either I helped 6 students write their books in Venice, or did not. And right now I have, let's see, Greg Hanna, Will Nobles, Maya Villa, and Baroness Angelica Christie, who are signed on to write their books in Venice. I still have 2 spaces left. I have like 4 people who are talking about it, but who's actually going to do it? I have 2 spaces left, only 2. So if anybody wants it, text Allie to get the form and enroll, or get the prospectus and enroll, because I'm going to help 6 students to write their books in Venice. And that includes monthly coachings. Okay? Monthly coachings. And I'm trying to schedule the first one for tomorrow, for New Year's Day. Trying to schedule the first coaching call for New Year's Day to get this going. So if you want to get on it and you want to write a book, like you have to get on it. Now let's get to the ethereal results. See, those are all concrete results. What's an ethereal result? Now, for me, writing this book in Venice, the reason I want to write this book in Venice is because I want to be thrilled by this book. I want to feel like this book is the greatest thing I've ever written. I want to feel like this book contains the wisdom of the ages. That's what I want. My new book captures the wisdom of the ages. Now, how do you measure that? See? How do you measure that? You can't do it, man. It's not possible. You can't measure that. And that's why it's an ethereal result. Now, I'll tell you what. My book, Capturing the Wisdom of the Ages. See how important that is? See how important that is? If I can do that, that's more important than anything. That's more important than 3 celebrity launch pads sold out. That's more important than Dr. Oz event being sold out. Another type of ethereal result. What would be another ethereal result? An ethereal result would be, ready for this one? Now, this is not my result. This may be a result for you. Okay? To achieve a closer relationship with my higher power. That may be a good ethereal result for you. How do you quantify that? How do you inspect that? There's no way to really inspect that. And yet, to achieve a closer relationship with your higher power, that could be everything for you. In a way, see, my result number 5, that is achieving a higher, closer relationship with my higher power. See what I mean? Those are the 2 kinds of results. Concrete and ethereal. Now, over the next couple of minutes, I'd like everyone on this webinar to write down your list of concrete and ethereal results. Wow, ready? Okay, so for me, it would be achieve ideal weight of 190 pounds. See that? That's a concrete result. For me, it would be to do, here's a good, nice, easy one. To produce and perform 52 amazing, the greatest show of all time on WABC. See? I have to take out the word amazing. I'd like each of you to write down at least 20 results that you want to achieve for the year 2020. 20 for 20, baby. Yeah. 20 for 20. 20 for 20, baby. Yeah. Woo. 20 for 20. Write them down, my friends. Type them out. Type them out. If you have any questions, I want to see if there's any questions. Anybody have any questions? Let's see. Let's see if people got questions. Why am I? This is so different. There we go. Manage participants. We got a chat. You're not seeing what I'm writing? You're not seeing anything of anything? Nothing? All right. Well, all right. All right. Thank you. Here we go. They changed this format. I don't know what's going on with this format. This whole format is different. You didn't see nothing. I had such a beautiful thing going on. Share. All right, this is what I've been sharing this whole time. That's why it was different, because I wasn't sharing. All right. All right. All right. So now you can see, right? Contacts. Home. There we go. Manage participants. And then chat. There's chat. All right. You want another example of ethereal results? You still need another example of ethereal results? Okay. So I talked about having a closer relationship with your God is a possible ethereal result. Okay. Another ethereal result would be to, here's a good one for you. Every time, yeah, I haven't talked about purpose or context yet. I've only talked about results. What is it, Allie?
Be as nice as you can to be.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another ethereal result. Okay. Another ethereal result would be to be a nicer person. To be a nicer person. To be a better wife. To be the best wife possible. These are all examples of ethereal results. Okay? So the key thing is you got your concrete, measurable, inspectable results and your ethereal results. To be a great dad. Now, one way that you can become, like you can start to measure being a nicer person, you could say, every time I was confronted with the choice, I chose to be nice or kind or generous. All right? All right. All right. Good. All right. So please, everyone, take a couple minutes. I suggest that you do this on a computer or on a piece of paper and write out at least 20 results, because the more results you have, the more stuff you're going to do. It's amazing the way that works. The more stuff you have that you want to do, the more stuff you're going to do. It's pretty amazing. All right. So time to start making results, right? I'm going to keep going on mine. Everybody should keep going on their own. Yeah, in the screenshot, it says results. It is now December 31st, 2020, and I. And the whole goal is that, see, what you're going to do is at least once a month, if not every week or every day, you're going to read these results out loud in your life. And you're going to put yourself into the future. It is now December 31st, 2020, and I sold out. So you're going to act as if you've already accomplished these results, right? It is now December 31st, 2020, and I sold out 3 celebrity launch pads. I sold out the Dr. Oz event. I wrote my new book in Venice. I helped 6 students write their books in Venice. My new book captures the wisdom of the ages. Okay, I achieved an ideal weight. I achieved my ideal weight of 190 pounds. I produced and performed. See what I mean? 52, the greatest show of all time, episodes on WABC radio. That's how it works. Okay? Yeah. All right. And then you just keep going. What do you want to accomplish this year? This goes right along with the last year of your life. You know, if this was going to be the last year of your life, what would you want to accomplish? And I tell you what, you really want to give this a lot of great power and a different context. We'll get to the context in a minute, but if you really want to get more power and a different context with this thing, you know, you may want to think of this from the perspective of, hey, if this was going to be the last year of your life, what would you want to accomplish this year? See? If this was going to be the last year of your life, what would you want to accomplish this year? That might help you. What are the great things you want to do? What are the great things you want to do? All right, take some time. you're working on your CPRs right now, writing out your things. And you know what, guys? Don't like overthink this stuff. This is the stuff you really want. Write down the things that you really want. If this was going to be the last year of your life, what would you really want to accomplish? What do you want to do? What would you really want to do? Okay. I am going to produce and publish 50 plus celebrity entrepreneur adventures. You know, my videos that I do. Okay. I want to do 12 great TV appearances. You know, 12 great local TV appearances. And I want to do 10 great national TV appearances. I want profiles in 20 total. 20 total. Inc. and Entrepreneur magazines. I want to be a happier and nicer person. So I need to write this out again, right? It is now December 31st, 2020. And I always chose to be a happy and nice person. That's what I'm going to write. Always chose to be a happy and nice person. Always acted out of courage, never fear. This is a good one. Always believed and never doubted. See? Gotta make these smaller now. Always chose to believe and never to doubt. Oh, here's a great one. Always I always keep my word anyway. I was going to say always kept my word, but I always keep my word. So that's nothing. I already do that. See what I mean? Doubled my income. Always felt grateful for everything I have or got. That's a good one. Drank 8 or more glasses of water every day. Achieved and maintain. Always performed with grace under pressure. I'm going to put this one on here because I don't really know how it works, but added 1,000 members at $99 per month. See, I don't even know what that really means. I need to really figure that one out because that would be really good. Achieved 10,000 steps every day. There's 20 results. See? Now, what is the purpose? Does anybody need more time? If you need more time, type your name in the chat. If you need more time, type your name in the chat. Okay. Tim. Tim typed his name in the chat. Okay, Tim. We'll wait for you. Alexander is still typing. Okay, good. Here, I'll put on a little music for you guys. Put in a little music. Yeah, but if I'm saying hi to Allie for, who am I saying hi to Allie for? Steve or Amanda? Amanda. Oh, okay. You can do more if you want. In previous years, I've done 25, but because it's 2020, I just want to focus on 20. Wow, 40 is a lot. Good. Great to see all of you on here. Amanda, Anna Maria, Angelica, Katie, Chavis, Darren, Daphne, amazing. Delon, Dr. Jarrett, Ed, Lisa, Eric Kornblum, Greg Hanna, Heather Hazelwood, John Scaglione, I presume, Karen Malmeister, Kurt Francis, Leon Breen, Linda Fosbeck, LW, I don't know who that is, Maggie Hunts, Megan Thacker, Linda Stallings, Melody Kim Harper, Michael, Nicole Martin, Roger Corbin, Lisa Light, Timothy, Tim Millar, Tony Betancourt, Usha Mantha, Zoe Wang. Good to have you. Great to have you all on here. This is so important. This little document that we're creating right now really set you up. Really going to set you up for amazing results. Because you go through this thing and you are going to check off tons and tons of these results. And you know what, the one that I'm most proud of from last year is that I do believe that I always performed with grace under pressure. You think so, Allie? Yeah. I had a lot of pressure. Had a lot of pressure. All right. We're going to move on. All right. All right. We're going to move on to the P. Okay. So when you look at the purpose, when you look at all your results, right? What is the purpose of your year? You know, if you achieve all of these results, what will have been the purpose of this year? What will have been the purpose of this year? And for me, the purpose of this year is to build upon my foundations to achieve my destiny as one of America's preeminent writers. That's the purpose of this year. Writers. No, you know, it's not to be a preeminent writer. God. Celebrity entrepreneurs. and best-selling author. To build upon my foundations and achieve my destiny. And achieve my destiny as one of America's preeminent celebrity entrepreneurs and best-selling authors. Boom. You know, that's more inspiring for me. You know, I've been a best-selling author for years. I don't want to be a best-selling author anymore. You know what I want to be? I want to be one of America's greatest writers. That's what I want to be. See, I'm putting stuff down here. I'm putting stuff down here that's going to inspire me so that when it's cold and raining, I still go out and do what I need to do. I get out of bed and take a shower and get dressed and go out and do what I need to do. Because if I'm going to become one of America's preeminent celebrity entrepreneurs and greatest writers, then that's going to take a lot of hard work and discipline. So I'm putting stuff that's going to inspire me. Okay? The purpose. What is your purpose? John Scaglione says, my purpose is to live my dream, helping people hear and understand and enjoy watching them enjoy their life. It sounds a little ethereal for me. See what I mean? And maybe if I go on to the context, I don't know. I want to bring in Leon Brie. He's got some experience with this. It's not often that I have another man on here who's been trained in this stuff. And how you doing tonight, Leon?
Doing excellent. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
I'm actually driving. I don't know if that would be appropriate.
Or well, just stay hands-free. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am.
Good. Okay, so, you know, have you thought about the purpose of your next year and what that might be?
Yes.
Can you vocalize it?
To establish myself as a business coach,
Mm-hmm.
celebrity business coach.
Mm-hmm. Good. Yeah, I mean, that's so easy and clear for you. See, Leon has started going on TV. How many TV appearances are you going to do next year?
21 by April. So I'm going to do 4 per month until April to hit the 21 club. And then from there, it's up to me as much as I can. You know, my time is limited. I would do more if I could, but right now I can do 4 per month.
Okay. I mean, see, it makes sense much in the same way that mine makes sense, right? It's like you've created a foundation and now you're going to build on your foundation to establish yourself as a, you know, I don't know about establishing yourself. Like I'd like to have, you know, what is the purpose of this? How about if the purpose of this for you, Leon, was to, you know, to create a coaching business that allows you to work full time as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I want to be able to travel wherever I want and not to be tied to Los Angeles area.
Yeah. Okay, great. So your real purpose is to achieve the freedom of being a celebrity business coach.
Okay.
Full time.
Yeah.
Right? To achieve the freedom of being a full-time celebrity business coach.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the purpose, see? And I really do appreciate a purpose that, where a person wants to create a purpose that is selfless, like helping others and all of that. But personally, I believe in self-interest. I believe in the power of self-interest. So the purpose, I believe, should be for your own self-interest. And it's got to be something that's going to motivate you and inspire you to want to achieve all of these goals. And then what is the context? Well, the context is a fascinating thing. I'm going to mute you out because there's just a little bit of feedback there. Thank you very much, Leon. You're amazing as always. And the context is a fascinating thing, okay? And that's where the last year of your life came from. Now, when I was the leader of the men's team, they made you have a context for every meeting. Every meeting, what's your context? And when they made me the leader of the men's team, they said, what is the context of your leadership? And I said, my leadership is going to be a continuation of the previous leader. The previous leader, he was always saying, you're already dead, you just don't know it. That's what he was always saying. You're already dead, you just don't know it. And it took me a long time to figure out what the heck that really meant. But really, in the grand scheme of things, my friends, my brothers and sisters, we're all of us already dead. We just don't know it. We're going to be dead if it's this year, next year, 10 years from now, 25 years from now. What's the difference in the grand scheme of things? In the history of the earth, we're just a little speck. Please put that where it belongs. And if it helps you that this is going to be the last year of your life, hey, look, this has been a context that I have lived for years. I'm living as if it's the last year of my life. Tim Millar, to be a kind, loving man who strengthens and builds his God-given talents to peak perform in his family, personal and business relationships in such a way that everyone I interact with knows their life is better having interacted with me. I think that these purposes, I want to just modify mine a little bit. Maybe this will be helpful for you guys. To build upon my foundations and dare to stretch myself creatively so that I achieve my purpose, my destiny as one of America's preeminent celebrity entrepreneurs and greatest writers. See that? So that to do something to this year is about building on my foundations and stretching myself creatively so that I achieve my destiny as one of America's preeminent celebrity entrepreneurs and greatest writers. When you add the so that, see, You got Heather Havenwood. She says to help 10,000 women to start and grow a business. Put the so that after there and see what you come up with. So that what? And I challenge you, that's so that should be self-motivated, self-interest. Put a self-interest so that on there. And if you haven't lived as if it's the last year of your life yet, I challenge you to do it. My context. Man, I'll tell you. And look, this can be a work in progress, okay? But, you know, I'm going into the context now. Context is what's going to get you out of bed every morning. Context is like, here's where context comes from. When you go to a party, you ever, you know, when you were younger and your friends would say, come on, we got to go to the party. Come on, we got to go to the party. Now, you could either say one of two things. You could be like, all right, let's go have a great time. Or you could say, oh, man, I don't want to go to this damn party. Can't we just stay home and watch Netflix and eat Chinese food? See, there's two different contexts there. I don't want to go to this damn party. Everybody there is going to be an idiot. I don't like anybody there. Or you could be like, yeah, I'm excited to go to the party. The context is your frame of mind of how you're going to go to this thing, how you're going to show up in this thing. How are you going to go to the party? And if you have the right context, it's going to help you to get out of bed in the morning. It really is going to help you to get out of bed in the morning. When you don't want to do it, if you have the right context, it's going to help you to get out of bed in the morning. Like, just for example, think about what your context would be if you knew that, God forbid, you had some terminal disease, you know, like the guy from Santa Fe, New Mexico said. I went to the doctor and he said, sir, I have bad news for you. You're going to be dead in 5. 5 what? 4, 3, 2. All right. But what if the doctor said, sir, I got bad news for you. You are going to be dead by December 31st, 2020. What would you want to accomplish? How would that influence the way you behave? What would you dare to achieve? See, that's what the CPR is about. Daphne, are you there? Hey, Daphne. Are you there? Oh, we got a question. Amanda Wander, what's up? I see a question from Amanda Wander. You still have a question or not? I don't hear you. You could talk. You could talk, but you're not talking. Boy, I don't know what's going on. No questions. Oh, Amanda Wander says no question. Okay. I unmuted Daphne. Here we go. We'll try it again. Unmuted Daphne. Are you there? Well, I tried to get some comments from Daphne. I'll just do what, I'm sure every one of your other coaches would do. I'm just going to call Daphne on the cell, put her on speaker.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
how many results you got?
How many results I got? I put 20.
Good.
So
Good.
I like this. I'm actually loving it.
Good. How about your purpose? What's your purpose?
Okay, so I was trying to make that much more elaborate, but basically, I'd like to achieve sort of like a personal growth and a milestone by bringing out my entrepreneur side. I don't know how to say that right. My entrepreneur side, and then and be an achiever, and then comfortable, confident public speaker.
Okay. So have you been dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur for years?
Actually, no.
No?
No. This has been relatively recently that I realized I actually always thought that I just couldn't do it. That I thought that that's just not for me.
Got it.
And then now I think that there's no reason why I couldn't. So why I can't. So it's relatively a new thing that I feel like I can and I should just trust myself. And I have the ideas. I know I have the potential. So.
Okay. So do you want, like, is your purpose to follow through on your goals and commitments? Yes. So that you can become an entrepreneur and confident speaker?
Yes, you put that very well.
Good. Good.
I'm sorry earlier I couldn't. I tried to unmute myself, but somehow it has to do with the.
That's okay.
App maybe I couldn't.
That's okay. I'm sure everybody's coaches would just speed dial the people on cell from their cell phone.
Thank you for that. I like you putting me on the spot all the time.
Hey, I appreciate you so much. I told you, you came into this whole thing. You didn't even meet me. Somebody enrolled you. And I told you by the end of it, you'd be hugging me and thanking me. And you did. And here we are. So, I'm 100% on your side. Okay.
I appreciate you.
All right, good. Thank you. And now what about your context? What about the context?
Frame of mind. Oh, yeah. That I don't know. I think I got to think about that a little bit. I mean, I feel like I am there partially. I really have to put more thought into this. I need your help on that one.
Okay. Well, how about here's a good one for you. Are you ready? I think you're going to like this.
Okay.
Okay. This is my year to become a butterfly.
Okay.
Because you've been one thing, you've been a caterpillar a long time.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. Okay.
And this is the year of transformation for you.
Yeah. Okay. Very well put. I agree.
Okay. So look, now this is your year to become a butterfly. You could get a butterfly t-shirt and you could get butterfly pajamas.
Not really my kind of thing, but let me think about this.
I understand it's not your kind of thing, but I'll tell you what else isn't your kind of thing. Being an entrepreneur and a confident public speaker isn't your kind of thing either.
I know. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that family.
Yeah. Hey, this just came out of the universe for you, Daphne.
Yep.
Good. All right, my darling.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad we could connect. All right, I'm going to hang up now and read some things here. Maggie Hunts. She says her purpose: I take actions and stretch myself beyond what I have ever done so that I see progress on my destiny as a celebrity entrepreneur that people look for to raise their spirits and not their blood sugar. Okay, great. Let me work with you on that a second, Maggie Hunts. And hopefully, as I'm doing this with each of the people that I select, it will help others with their context, okay? So are you there, Maggie?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. All right. So I take actions. Okay, so your purpose is to act, is really your purpose is to stretch yourself
Yes.
beyond what I've ever done so that I become America's top diabetes celebrity entrepreneur. You know, so that I become America's top diabetes expert.
That's true, because I can hear what you said before to the last person. I want bigger stages. I mean, I do this in small ways now.
Yeah.
I want big ways.
Yeah.
Big stages.
So that I become America's top diabetes expert. Don't get wrapped up in being a celebrity entrepreneur. Celebrity entrepreneurship is what, you know, that's important for me to be known as a celebrity entrepreneur. I'm trying to, like, when people hear the term celebrity entrepreneur, I want them to think of me. But for you, when someone says diabetes expert, then you want them to think Maggie Hunts.
Yes, I want to be a diabetes celebrity, and I just want to monetize it, which is where entrepreneur comes in.
Okay. Well, I think that becoming America's top diabetes expert. See, because to me, an expert, look, what does an expert do? Like, all of you guys who are in this group, in this program, in this world of mine, in the celebrity entrepreneurship world, what does celebrity entrepreneurship be? It means that I help experts to become celebrities in the eyes of their customers and prospects.
Right.
Because to me, what I believe is that if you're an expert, your business, that's your business, is to be an expert. See what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what's involved in being an expert? How do you make money as an expert? You make money from coaching and consulting and speaking. But I don't get paid. I don't get, very few people cut me a check to come and speak. I go and speak, and then people buy my stuff.
Right.
I
I've
go
been
and
doing it backwards.
Yeah, I go and speak, and people buy my coaching and consulting.
Right.
That's how you make money as an expert. This is such a big thing for so many people. So many people have these like sugar plum fairy ideas about how to make money as an expert. I'll tell you how you make money as an expert: from coaching and consulting. That's the only way that I know of. And from seminars, but seminars are coaching and consulting combined into a live event. So if you're an expert, here's what you need to be doing as an expert. You need to being an expert is just a sub form of being a celebrity entrepreneur. Anybody who's making money as an expert is most likely writing and publishing books, speaking, coaching, consulting, and selling products, quote unquote, selling products. That's how you make money as an expert. But you don't make money on the products. You don't make money on the books. You make money on the coaching and consulting. You publish the products and the books to support the coaching and consulting. Does that make sense?
It does. I think I've always had the framework of expert is boring, and I'm using music and humor and lightening people up, and I'm how to live with it, as opposed to here's every serious context everybody always scares the shit out of you about diabetes with.
Yeah, well, look, that's
my take on it.
That's your flavor of diabetes expert. You know,
Okay.
when people, like, for example, Patch Adams. Do you know anything about Patch Adams?
Yes, I love that movie. I cannot wait to meet him.
Right?
Totally.
Okay, he's a doctor.
Right. And he's funny with the nose and he uses humor to lighten people up.
He's a
Totally.
doctor.
Right.
He's Dr. Patch Adams.
Right.
That's just a form of being an expert. He's an expert, that guy. Does that help you?
It does. It does. And it stops me. That's why so many of the things I wrote out in my list that you had us write was also not letting self-doubt stop me, you know, like not having all the answers, but I have the answers on how to live with it, but that's true. Not all about it. So expert, I have to stop being freaked out about that. So thank you.
Yeah, don't look. What you're saying is you don't want to be a boring expert. You want to be an expert who's more entertaining.
Very good. Yes, exactly.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I get it, but you're still an expert.
Okay.
You're still, what are you selling? You're selling expertise about living with diabetes.
Right.
That's what you sell.
That's great. That's great.
Okay, cool.
Thank
So,
you.
okay, so your purpose is, we go back to the purpose. Are we good on the purpose? To stretch myself beyond what I've ever done so that I achieve my destiny as America's top diabetes expert. How about this? Instead of being top, ready for this?
Yes.
You're going to like this. Instead of the word top, you put in the word favorite.
Ooh, I do like that because you're not boring if you're the favorite. That's great. I
Yeah.
love that. I got tingles all over.
Yeah.
That's so great.
You're the one that they want. You're their favorite.
Right. Because it's not boring. It's excellent.
Yeah.
And it's not scary. Thank you.
Yeah. Good. Okay, good. Now we need to go to the context. I don't hear anything.
No. Oh, I'm waiting for you, actually. Did you want to tell us about context, what you want us to say?
I've been talking about context. Hey, look, I just talked about Daphne's context. You remember, you were at NASDAQ, right?
Yes.
Daphne was at NASDAQ too. Remember her? She gave me that hug at the end of the dinner. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I said her context is this is her year to become a butterfly.
Right.
You want a context that's like, and you understand what that means. That means
I want to break
year.
out.
It's her year of transformation, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So what is your context? What is this year like? What is the thing that's going to help you to get out of bed every morning? Now that you have your own purpose identified, right? To basically, your purpose is to stretch yourself so that you become America's favorite diabetes expert.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what's the context that's going to support that or lead that?
I keep feeling like to break out, like to meet America. I mean, they need to meet you, to know you, to love you, to be their favorite.
Okay. So you want this is my breakthrough year.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I don't believe in overnight success. I don't believe in overnight success. I really, really don't.
Well, that's why I first wrote that this was the start of my seeing my destiny, my progress on my destiny.
You've never really considered yourself an expert before, have you?
Well, I've written a book and I am an expert. It's the well-known favorite part that I haven't seen yet.
See, look, this is what I do, people. It's like I have identified what it really means to be on the road, like walking the path of a celebrity entrepreneur expert. What does it mean to be walking the path of a celebrity entrepreneur expert? It means that you go on TV. It means that you speak in important places. It means you get photos with major celebrities. It means that you publish best-selling books and that you have awards and that you also have celebrity lifestyle marketing assets. Those are the things that celebrity entrepreneurs do. Do you understand that, Maggie?
Yes, and I have a lot of that. You're right.
Okay. Now, I think that your context,
Please.
I think your context is, I am a diabetes celebrity entrepreneur. That's what you need to live.
Right.
And you have to be constantly looking for opportunities to be in photos with major celebrities, to speak in front of audiences. Like, do you know what I do? Like, a lot of times I wake up in the middle of the night and I start surfing, looking for speaking opportunities. I'll spend 2-3 hours in the middle of the night looking for places to speak. That's how I found Win the Storm. At Win the Storm this year, Win the Storm was one of my most successful speaking opportunities this year. That's where I met all these roofing contractors. And I just found it surfing one night. Why? Because that's what a celebrity entrepreneur does. What do I do? What are the things that I think about? A lot of times Allie will come in and I'll be on the computer and she'll say, "What are you doing?" Now, the blanket answer is marketing. But within marketing, okay, you ready for this? This is going to blow your mind. Within marketing, as a celebrity entrepreneur, what am I doing? I'm trying to get on TV. I'm trying to get speaking gigs. I'm looking for celebrities to attach to. I'm like, for example, today I was looking for celebrities to attach to. You know who I found and who I'm working on for all of us at the Dr. Oz event? The Soup Nazi.
That's great.
Yeah. Like, one of my projects today was I reached out to the Soup Nazi and I'm going to try to get him to do a soup station at the VIP party on Saturday night of the Dr. Oz event, so that everybody at the VIP party can get a video of themselves with the Soup Nazi saying, "No soup for you." That'll be cool, right?
Right.
Okay, so what do I do as a celebrity entrepreneur? You got to understand, you're a celebrity entrepreneur. You need to live like a celebrity entrepreneur. You need to be getting on TV, looking for speaking gigs, looking for celebrities to attach to, being in the process somewhere of best-selling authorship and winning awards, and celebrity lifestyle marketing assets. So, like, in the middle of the night, on any given night, if I'm up on my phone surfing in the middle of the night, what am I going to be surfing for? Number one, I'm going to be doing something to promote myself in TV or radio or media. Number two, I'm going to be looking for speaking gigs. Number three, I'm going to be searching for celebrities to attach to. Number four, I'm going to be working on some kind of book idea. Number five, I'm going to be trying to get some kind of award. And number six, I'm going to be booking us on vacations to fabulous places so that we can get the lifestyle marketing assets. That's what I do. That's everything I do. How's that for a context? I am a diabetes celebrity entrepreneur. Does that work
Perfect.
for you? Does that
It
work?
totally does. In connecting with somebody on LinkedIn, they're the ones who told me about the National Conference of Diabetes Educators, and I got to speak at it. It was great. And it was just what you're saying. Middle of the night, find them. They tell me within 24 hours, I turn around the application and win it. I totally get that.
I'm telling you guys, that's what you all need to be doing all the time. That's what we do. That's what celebrity entrepreneurs do. That's what experts do. That's what we do.
So if I have a holiday guide about diabetes, then I can turn it into a New Year's guide and then be promoting that.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what I should be doing.
That
'Cause that's
becomes
creating it.
that becomes the 2020 guide to living with diabetes,
Ooh, great. Thank you.
right?
Thank you.
Good. Context. You see, like, let's go back here for a second. I think this is going to help people. Maggie, are you still there?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah. Like you never thought of yourself as an expert before. You didn't want to think of yourself as an expert.
Right.
But that's because you didn't understand what experts really are or what they do.
And they don't have to be boring.
That they don't have to be boring. Did you see the video of Carrot Top that I posted on the Celebrity Entrepreneurs group on Facebook?
No, but I can't wait to see that. He's hysterical.
Okay, so Carrot Top was recently on live with Kelly and Ryan. And what did he do? He did a bunch of comedy routines with props. He's an entertainer.
Yep.
You know what he is? He's an expert at making people laugh.
Mm-hmm. And I write new parodies all the time. There's so much. I mean, I wrote one last night. There's just, that's great. Really great.
Good. Very good. All right. Thank you, Maggie. Great job.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to go on to Melinda. Because I'm not exactly liking what she's got there. Are you there, my darling? I'm trying to unmute you, but there's no unmuting you. It's not unmuting. Melinda Stallings raised her hand. I'm unmuting you. All right, I got to call you. I got to be like every other coach and just call you on the cell. Is that what I got to do, Melinda? All right. I'll just do what every other coach would do. I'll just call you on my cell.
Hello, is this Clint Arthur?
Yeah, just, any coach just calling.
The coach calling.
I'm sure every coach would call you. So anyway, here's the thing, the positive approach to keep your New Year's resolutions from America's Positive Consultant. Have you gone in the members area and looked at all the segment proposals? Because it's not quite that,
Oh, well, I've got 2 segments.
Okay. Well, you need the right hook. Okay. All right. I think that your thing,
I'm ready.
I think that your thing is really just about, how to have a positive 2020 or how to be positive, how to stay positive in 2020. That's really what it's about. Because it's not easy to stay positive in today's day and age.
It certainly is challenging.
Yeah. Half the country is very negative right now. right?
Exactly. Maybe more.
Half the freaking country is 100% negative. How do you stay positive when half the country is negative?
First, it's a choice.
I don't want to get into it, but I just think that like your thing is about how to stay positive in 2020 when half the country is negative.
Okay. When half the country is negative.
Yeah. Because that covers everybody. I'm not saying you're a Republican or Democrat. I'm just
Right.
saying, you know, no matter what you are, the other, you know, the other half of the country, half the country is against you. Half the country is negative.
Yeah. So I think I'd like to also talk to those people who really would like to be positive but don't know how. And I think that that's more common than people think.
I love that. How to be positive if you don't know how. How you can be positive even if you don't know how. Good.
Okay.
Good.
Yay.
Yay. And what's the context?
Oh, my context.
I'll tell you your context.
Please do.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Positive is everything.
It really is.
It-
It is for me.
Yep. Positive is everything, baby. You know why? Because this does not have to be hard.
Boom, boom. I love it.
See, my friends, this does not have to be hard. None of this has to be hard. This should be obvious for you. You know who you are. You know what you're all about. You need to be what you are. Be what you freaking are. Be what you are.
Mm.
That's what this is about. I am a celebrity entrepreneur and one of America's greatest writers. That's what I am, and that's what I'm going to be. That's my purpose.
Mm.
My context. What is my context?
I'm writing. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. I'm just
No,
writing.
no. My context. My context is I have all the
Marbles.
wisdom of the men. See, that's my new book, The Wisdom of the Men. And I have all the wisdom of the men. I have all the wisdom of all the men. That's my context.
Well, I love my positive is everything because for me it is.
Exactly. And the more you cut away all the extra words, Melinda,
Mm-hmm.
the more, like, the less I read any other words around the word positive,
Yeah.
the better off you are.
Okay.
Like we started out, yours was the power of positive conflict resolution. And I just took it down to the power of positive.
Right.
And that's really all it is positive is everything for you. It all has to come down to positive. And it should always end on the punchline of positive. Yep.
Yep. I've paid particular attention to that since you mentored me through that.
Yeah. That's how you develop a theme.
Okay.
That's how you have resonance in whatever you do, is you understand that your punchline is always positive.
Okay. It is.
And when it works like that, when you get to the point where the punchline is always positive, then everyone will go, of course.
well, of course. Mais bien sûr.
Bien sûr.
So I've even switched. I used to say you were positively powerful.
No.
But I know. So after you said that to me, you are powerful when you are positive.
Yeah.
That's the latest and the greatest.
There you go. I don't know that that's the end. I don't know that that's a finished product yet, but that's definitely the right direction.
On the right track.
Yeah, that's definitely the right direction. Good.
Passionate, powerful, positive.
Yeah. Your context, positive is everything. You need to have a t-shirt made that says positive is everything. And you should wear that every day
Okay.
of the year.
I make t-shirt dresses, baby t-shirts, men's t-shirts, hoodies.
You know, maybe your t-shirt should just say positive. Maggie Hunts wants to buy one of those shirts.
Maggie, you got it, Maggie. My little team member, Maggie.
Yeah, maybe your t-shirt should just say positive with an exclamation point.
And everybody can go, what is that?
That could be
I'm glad you asked.
That could be your brand. You know, that's a brand. That's a clothing line. Positive. I mean, look, if Ralph Lauren Polo can be a brand, why can't positive be a brand?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to look that up when we get off the phone.
Yeah. Good.
I'm not kidding.
I mean, how to make the t-shirts?
No, about checking to see if that's taken already as a brand.
What do you mean taken as a brand? You mean as a trademark?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to go to the patent and trademark website and do a trademark search for positive?
Yep.
There you go. All right. Hey, love you. You're going to have an amazingly positive. Your year is going to be amazingly positive.
Yes, it is. Of that, I am positive.
All right. Good. Thank you.
Clint.
You're welcome. Good night.
Hello and love to Allie.
All right. Good.
And Nova.
Yeah, Nova. All right, good night. Hey, one more. We got Angelica Christie. I'm recognized as a luxury lifestyle entrepreneur who transforms women into world-class ladies so they can choose how, where, and with whom they want to enjoy their lives. You know, you're trying too hard, my dear. Once again, you're trying too hard. And I got to unmute Angelica Christie because you're always trying so hard. Are you there?
Yes, I'm right here.
Okay, right. All right. So what is the name of your book, my dear?
I don't know yet.
I know. I told you the name of your book. The name of your book is Sophisticated Ladies.
Oh, okay. Sophisticated Ladies.
Yep.
So, what are you saying about my purpose?
Your purpose is to transform women into sophisticated ladies so that the world can be a better place.
So that the world can be a better place?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very simple and actually punchy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you get it, right?
Yeah. Some may say that doesn't make the world a better place. And I said, you're wrong. And then I tell them my story.
It 100% makes the world a better place. If we had more sophisticated ladies, then the whole world would be a better place. No doubt about it. And think about how many more families would be better. I mean, all you have to do is transform one family at a time. That's your context. Saving the world one family at a time. That's your context.
Wow.
Yep.
a time. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's that's profound. Yeah, saving the world one family at a time. Yeah, do you know something? And I just realized I can do that.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Clint, for bringing me back to simplicity. I'm always too complicated. I mean, trying
You got to
to
get
do
out
too
of
much.
your own damn way, girlfriend.
No.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm your perfect coach.
Yeah. I don't want any other. I had many before and paid a lot of money, but nothing. You are the only one for me. Just that's
Yeah, you're saving the world one family at a time because you work with young women who are married and have families, and you transform them into the sophisticated woman that they need to be so that they can lead their family as a sophisticated lady can only do. To success and happiness and fruitfulness and thriving, all of that. That's you.
so let me ask you, so what do I do with my whole tribe of women over 50 who I want to take into the assurance that they are not done yet, that they still have the ability to do whatever they want to do. Sophistication is one of them.
I don't know. I mean, look, there's a lot of them who still need what you have.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't hear anything anymore. Are you still speaking?
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you were just
Yeah, look, I
silent
don't
for a
know.
while.
I don't know about that tribe. I don't know about that tribe. Does that tribe make you a lot of money?
Well, so far, that's the only tribe who made me any money, except for the very last client I got. Thank you, Clint. So that's a new avenue, I guess.
Well, look, I'm not telling you to throw away. I'm not telling you to throw away the old. However, I will say that, maybe this tribe of women, all these 50-year-old and older women that maybe what they are for is to refer you to the young women who really need your help, who you can have the most, impression on. I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But the book that I'm going to write, Sophisticated Woman, what was it?
Sophisticated lady.
Lady.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I do different sections of the younger lady, the younger woman, middle age, and the older.
You're just going to tell your stories, sweetheart. You're just going to tell your stories of your family and your life. The women,
okay.
the sophisticated
so naturally
ladies,
I will.
your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your mother, your sisters, and you. That's it. Sophisticated ladies.
Oh, wow. Oh, it's so, you make it sound so easy. And it is. I just make it complicated.
Yeah. Look, you make it complicated because you still don't understand. Have you read this book? Have you read this book? No.
Which one?
Celebrity Entrepreneurship.
Well, let me see.
Have you read it?
I have it right here. Yes, I did.
You read the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay.
You have a lot of yellow
highlighted stuff. I want you to look through it again. I want you to look through it again. And I want you to look through it from the point of view of looking at the stories that I'm telling. Because all I'm doing is telling stories in here.
I know. I found that fascinating.
That's all I do is tell stories. And that's all anybody wants in a book. And your job, every one of you who is an expert on this webinar, every one of you who is an expert, your job is to tell stories that teach people the lessons that you want them to learn. You have to entertain them enough so that, yeah, your job is to entertain with stories that educate the person and help them to make the right decision to have a better life. That's what this is all about.
Yeah.
And you, Angelica, you're going to tell the stories of the ladies, the sophisticated ladies in your family, because what else do you really know about? What else do you
Yeah.
really know about? You know about your mom, you know about your grandmother, you have sisters?
I have a sister who was a famous model. Yes, she was
You have a
sophisticated.
sister who was a famous model in Europe, right?
Yes, Paris, and then in New York.
In Paris, and where else?
In New York, this Eileen Ford.
Oh yeah, your sister was a Ford model and modeled in Paris. How much more of a sophisticated lady can you be? Except to be you. I mean, this is what you know, and this, guys, your job is to write what you know. When I studied creative writing with Frank McCourt, who won the Pulitzer Prize for his memoir, he wrote about his life. And he taught us when we were just little kids, when I was just 15, 16, I was 16, 17 years old, studying creative writing with this guy who went on to win the Pulitzer Prize. He said, you have to write what you know. That's why you need to be writing in a journal every day so that you can capture your own stories. Because what else do you really know?
It's true.
When you are writing anything other than your own life stories, somehow there is less authority.
Yeah.
There's just less authority about what you know.
Yes. Then you're pontificating.
You're just not 100% certain. There's some element of uncertainty there because it's not your own real life. It's your theory or it's your whatever.
Mhm. I guess you can bring this in somewhat, a little bit, maybe, because I have studied so much. But it's storytelling is number one, right? Okay, I get it.
All right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Clint.
Did you write all this stuff down?
A little bit. I may need to listen to this again, but this whole webinar was incredible. I want to listen to the whole thing again.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I'll be publishing it soon. Look, we've gone an hour and 47 minutes. I appreciate everybody staying on long. We've already lost like 5 people of the 35 that were on here. But so I am going to wrap it up. But what I do suggest for everyone is, now that you've got a CPR for 2020, now make a CPR for the 20s. Make a CPR for your decade. What's the next decade really all about? And when you look at your life from the perspective of what do you want to achieve over the next 10 years? Oh man, that's really going to open your eyes.
Wow.
It's going to wrap it up, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. We'll look forward to seeing you all in New York in June 12, 13, 14. It's going to be amazing. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night, everybody.